everyone. Thank you for watching my astrology video called Spiritual Eyes. Now, I decided to bring my channel back because a lot of my viewers know that I have real information on astrology. I started my astrology channel 2 years ago, before astrology was really as relevant as it is today. So I decided to bring my channel back. Now, if you know me, you know that I love Aquarians. Aquarians are my favorite zodiac sign, and I've been dating the zodiac sign for about 5 years. They're my favorite and I love to date them, but you know, I have to tell my story and my experiences to why I stopped dating only Aquarians, okay? So this is not a hate video because I don't hate these people at all. They're my favorite people, like air and fire. I'm an Aries. Being an Aries, a fire element, we get along with air signs. But what I want my viewers to know is that air and fire make a great match, but the love between Aries and Aquarius is probably like a 7. From a 1 to 10, they are a 7. It's not a match made in heaven, but it is a good complementary match. I still do date Aquarians, but I want to tell people, you know, the truth about them. They're my favorite, they're misunderstood, they're weird, they're aliens, but you know, they're not the best lovers. They actually make better friends than lovers. So let's get started on, you know, my experiences to why I stopped dating only Aquarians. Now, Aquarius is the water barrier. They are the 11th zodiac sign. They are a fixed air sign. A lot of people think that Aquarians are water signs, but no, they're a fixed air sign. The main reason why I stopped dating only Aquarians is they're detached. Aquarians are known for being detached, being unemotional. They're known for fronting in front of their friends, which is, you know, great. You know, that's kind of like a minor reason not to date someone, but it starts to build up. You know, communication is key, and even though these are air signs, they're very hard to reach. They're very hard to reach. They need their space. They're hard to keep in touch with, and it's very hard to predict their next move. Aquarians are known for being unpredictable. Yes, these people, you could never predict their next move. As a matter of fact, they don't even know their next move. They don't. And I know this for a fact because my mom's an Aquarius and I know my mom. So definitely with them being detached. I feel the reason why they are detached is because a lot of Aquarians say that they love people too much. They say they're very energy sensitive and they love, you know, all sorts of people. But when you're in love and you're in a relationship, it's kind of like your obligation to be a part of your partner's life. Like, I know that they're detached and they like to be unemotional and they like to separate from their friends or have this distance. But when you're in a relationship, yes, Aquarians, that is your duty to make sure that your partner is taken care of and to also make sure that, you know, you're not detached. The best way to communicate with Aquarians is through logic, clear information, and also through the internet, because the internet is a safe place for Aquarians, and Aquarians have some sort of connection with technology. They are a very conscious, enlightened sign. So the best way to communicate with Aquarians is through text, pictures, the internet, because it's safe. Hence why it's now the age of Aquarius, why everyone's on their phones, why everyone is rebelling on the internet. This is all part of age of Aquarius, and it's also a reason why I stopped dating only Aquarians. It's because I couldn't handle the detachedness. These people are one person on the inside and a whole different person on the out. They seem like they're perfect on the outside, but really I've noticed that once you get to know them, they're not always what they front to be. A lot of them, you know, deep down are emotional. A lot of them deep down are insecure. They just don't know how to show their feelings and emotions. So if your Aquarius lover is being detached, that's right, girl. That's just part of dating Aquarius, is having that detachedness. Friends. Now, Aquarius is the 11th zodiac sign, and this sign deals a lot with innovation and friendships and humanity. They love all people from all walks of life. So, being with an Aquarius, you would notice that they're often with groups of people and they're often with their friends. They make better friends than lovers. Aquariuses are all about ether. That man holding water is a man giving life to others. So these people, they say they're very energy sensitive, which I can see. I can see that they're very energy sensitive. But at the same time, it's just not cutting it. Like, when you're in a one-on-one relationship with someone, you don't really care if they're energy sensitive. You don't really care about the humanity aspects. You don't care about that stuff in your relationship. You care about your needs, you care about being loved, and you care about your significant other. This zodiac sign is all about friendships. So they're enlightened, they love everyone, and being with an Aquarius, you're gonna feel like their friend. You're gonna feel like you're just one of their friends, and that's it. Because that's what they're all about. They're all about networking and friendships. And being friends is a beautiful thing. As an Aries, I love being friends with my lover, but a lot of people, I do hear them complain about the lack of intimacy they get with Aquarians. Or, the fact that their Aquarians never make them feel special. Shout out to Alyssa Charbet. You would never, ever in your life feel special dating Aquarius, because they love all of humanity, they love their friends, and they love the world. Their loyalty will always be to the world and all of society. You are just one person. And yes, you may be a special person to them, but because they're so unemotional and because this sign is affiliated with networking and groups of people, you gotta kind of read them in a different way. You have to be their friend and a lover. And that's, another reason why I stopped dating only Aquarians, because just having a friend and a lover wasn't cutting it for me. Like, I'm a Scorpio moon. I need the intimacy. I need the deep connection. I need all that. And a lot of people do, because why else would you be in a relationship? You don't be in a relationship solely on friendship. You're in a relationship for other things. And I feel like, Aquarians, their loyalty is just to society and friends and changing the world. It's not necessarily just on love. The third reason why I stopped dating only Aquarians is because their inappropriate language. These people are very blunt. They say inappropriate things. They say whatever they want at any given moment. And it's funny. It's funny, it causes a reaction. But, when it comes to matters of the heart, you have to kind of be tender and you kind of have to be soft. And these people aren't that. They're very logic, very information, and they stand by their strong opinions and they stand by their views. So being with an Aquarius, get used to them always saying inappropriate things. These people are rebels. They do not give a about the reaction. They're literally, they have to say what they have to say, and because they're fixed, good luck trying to change their minds. Me dating an Aquarius, being an Aries, I can handle, their harsh language, but at the same time, like, imagine like a water sign or an earth sign. They can't handle all that. It's hard dealing with someone who's always saying inappropriate language. And I know that they're well educated and they have a lot to say. Sometimes you have to sugarcoat, and sometimes you have to, lay people down gently. This is not the best sign for that. This sign is take it or leave it. I studied this, I know, I have the information. They don't care because they don't have those kind of feelings that the average person has. They don't like dealing with their emotions. So the harsh language was a little bit too much for me, having someone always, I felt like just betrayal. Like, they're always with their friends, they're always saying inappropriate things. Like, being with an Aquarius, you would never feel loved. Third, I hinted it last time with the know-it-allness. These people are very educated and they have a lot of information. This is the age of Aquarius, so there's so much information going on. And it's a wonderful thing, but dealing with someone who swears like they know everything and your opinion doesn't matter because they study and because they know everything, it gets kind of hard to deal with. Like, Aquarians are very hard to date. Like, I literally picked the hardest sign to date. They're very hard to read, very unemotional, and they act like they know everything, and they do, because an Aquarius phrase is I know. So yes, they do know a lot, and they're very conscious, and they're very into different cultures and different ideas. This is an enlightened zodiac sign, but all day, every day, dealing with someone who knows everything and who just has that know-it-all God complex. They have this superior complex to where you're not on their level. They already got this figured out, and kind of like just stay in your lane. they're very take it or leave it people. So my experiences with their know-it-allness, it hasn't really been the best. Like, as an Aries, I can appreciate someone who wants to teach me stuff or someone who has information, but I feel like everyone has free will and they could agree with it or not. And like, I don't know, like, it's just being with an Aquarius, it's just a weird feeling. So they're weirdos. So if your Aquarius lover is being a know-it-all, being stubborn, always for their friends, don't be alarmed. This is how this sign is. You just have to work with them and just have more so of a connection versus, you know, the romance, versus the love and the intimacy. Also, they're very stubborn. Aquarians is a very enlightened sign who loves all of humanity, and they're very accepting of other people, all walks of life, but they're very stubborn with their views. You're not gonna, you have to give them a lot of information for them to change their minds. All fixed signs are stuck in their ways. So if your Aquarius lover has an opinion on something, you have to come with them with a lot of information to get them to change their mind. They're not into compromising, and their ideas, it goes along with that superior complex of them knowing everything. So they're just very unreasonable people. All the fixed signs are unreasonable, but that was one of the reasons why I couldn't handle dating Aquarius, was their stubbornness combined with the know-it-allness and combined with their friendships. Lastly, of why I stopped dating only Aquarians is because they are simply weird. Aries, out of every zodiac sign or any zodiac sign, appreciates Aquarius's weirdness. Aries is a fellow outcast of Aquarians, but Aries is more so inwardly weird. Like, you wouldn't think I'm weird unless you really knew me. Aquarians, their whole lifestyle is unconventional. These are rebels, Uranus. So being with an Aquarius, you're gonna be kind of weirded out. You're gonna be like, wow, this person is so unorthodox. You know, I've never met someone like this, which is fine. Like, I can appreciate that, and I actually like that about Aquarians. But it's some people don't. The weirdness, it's just an eerie feeling sometimes. Examples of them being weird, I would have to say, for example, like, the stuff they're into is just really out of the box. And I love that. If there's any sign that admires that, again, is Aries. But I don't think the average person can handle their weirdness, their unorthodoxness. They're the lone wolf. So you're gonna be with a sign that's weird, alone, a contradiction. That's another thing. They're hypocrites. They often contradict themselves. Whatever they aren't, they are. This is a sign that is affiliated with being hypocrites. So they preach one thing, but their actions reflect another. This goes along with them being unpredictable. Being with an Aquarius, you will have to be familiar with them, with them being unfamiliar, because they're a paradox. Whatever they aren't, they aren't. So that pretty much sums up why I stopped dating only Aquarians. It's a lot to handle as far as their stubbornness, them being know-it-alls, them having an unconventional life, even though as an Aries I do admire that, but it could be a little bit too extreme. It could be a little bit extreme. The best way to deal with an Aquarius is just really to, be their friend. Just to have the connection, because honestly, their loyalty is to the world, all of humanity. They would never stop just for you. Like, often, I see Aquarian lovers just in the home feeling neglected or never feeling special, because this sign is not really into love and emotions like that. That's not their priority. They're very serious. I just haven't had the best relationship with this sign, even though they're my favorite. So shout out to all the Aquarians. Know that you're still loved by Aries, but step your game up as far as communication. Let your lover know that it's love. Make them feel like a priority. Explain. They're misunderstood, so let them know it's okay to have their guard down and to stop being so serious. But yeah, My experience with Aquarians haven't been the best, but they're still my favorite, and I'm still going to be committed to them, but just don't expect too much on their part. They have a very weird way of showing that they like people. Thank you for tuning into my astrology video, and have a great day.